Should you be an Uber driver and a Lyft driver if you're going to school? Overall, yeah. There is one unique thing though that's kind of frustrating and a bit bizarre. I mean, it's kind of weird when it comes to being a driver. I'll get into that a little bit later in this video. But overall, the answer is yes. I've gotten this question so many times, especially from people in college, being like, hey, Mark, I'm considering being a driver. I want to make some side cash. School is, as we all know, insanely expensive. Your schedule is kind of weird with classes and homework, so being a driver is a great option. In my opinion, there's three great benefits about being a driver when you're in school. One, as we all know, the flexible hours. You turn on the app whenever you want. You turn it off whenever you want. Two is you can make a lot of money as a driver. Remember, your location is the number one factor that determines how much money you can make. I've done a bunch of videos about that. And three, and I feel like this is the most underrated part about being a driver, is the fact that you can have instant cash outs. So let's say you need some money for whatever reason, like say you want to have some money for the weekend, whatever the case is, you drive, whenever you make that certain amount that you want, you hit a button and boom, all that money is now in your bank account. However, and this is where it can get a little annoying in my opinion, is the Uber and Lyft requirements. Now, as you can see, these are the minimum requirements to be a driver. One, meet the minimum age to drive in your city, have at least 1 year of licensed driving experience in the United States, 3 years if you are under 25 years old. Now going to Lyft, 1 year of driving experience and be 25 or older. To me, this is super annoying and frustrating because let's say if you're in college, you want to drive, for Lyft at least, for most college students, statistically speaking, you're going to be younger than 25. Now, when it comes to Uber even, you need at least 3 years of driving experience. So let's say you get your license at, 16 and a half, let's just say 17, I don't know. That means you can't really drive until you're about 20 for Uber. That is just super annoying overall because especially if you really want to drive, you're in school, you're trying to make side cash, and as you can imagine, as we all know, Lyft and Uber is the most perfect job to work around a flexible schedule. However, given these requirements, that makes it the hardest, in my opinion, for college students. The weird thing though is I feel like even in the past year, I've definitely had a bunch of rides with people who looked a lot younger than 25. So I don't know how strictly they monitor this. I know it's on their site, so it's a very strict requirement they do say they have. I don't know exactly how they go about it, especially in terms of the driving experience and whatnot. But overall, that is something you need to keep in mind, that if you do want to drive for Lyft and Uber, you're in college, this requirement may be a hindrance for you driving. However, let's say you do fit the requirement and you're good to go. Let's say if you're in grad school, for example, Lyft and Uber is the perfect job while also going to school.